Interest.
Not now. Start.
Alright, shut up.
Shut.
Alright, following on from Raph, welcome back to sunny Sardinia. I am your host, Arachon, and I'm joined by my race director, GGRC Ender, who also did the race directory from the last race.
Hello.
And the safety car and our safety cars for this evening, or for this race, are Nick LS, the winner of the AM race, and Leo K, who came third in the AM race.
Good evening.
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Why are you laughing? Beginner.
Why are you laughing? I don't even matter at this point.
Arachon, start.
What do you mean we start?
You keep talking whilst you start the thingy.
Oh, shut up. Let me do it. Right, let's... Ender, shut up. I will do this. Right, so quali will now begin on the second reset.
That was good timing.
I can hear things, Ender. Don't worry. There we go. And let's get quali underway for the Pro Lobby for GGRC's Season 13 finale.
Do we need to do another introduction and stuff the same way we did with the other stream? Or are we just gonna pretend people also watched the previous stream?
Nah, let's just continue. Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. So, I can't remember what the old-fashioned way was.
Old-fashioned way surely isn't. Hello, okay, let's start.
Oh, let's just... Well, I just forgot half my lines.
You get your key bindings ready and stuff.
I don't have key bindings, man. I've only got 2 USB slots.
So, yeah, I'll talk for a bit. Yeah, this is the Pro Lobby. We've just raced with the AM Lobby. Just 10 minutes ago, I think, the race finished. No, 20 minutes ago. And we've had an insane race, even with the AM drivers. The Pro Lobby is just gonna be even better, so we're really looking forward to it. We have our lineup of 6 main drivers and Kaz jumping in for Lilium, who can't attend. And yeah,
all I can say is if the AM race was supposed to be good, keep your seatbelts on for this one, because this one's promising to be even better.
What's going on right here with Devil's Sound Ref and
I don't
MLS?
know. I really don't know what's going on in Quali. I think from
interesting tactics.
From what I can gather, all three of them want to slipstream each other. Raf is currently leading this pack. He's actually looking like he's going to pull away.
Pim is fuel wasting.
Yeah, Pim is fuel wasting, as he usually does. So Raf actually might have hit the throttle just to keep up with Pim, just for.
So before the lap start, I'll quickly explain. This is the main season in GGRC. We've had 5 rounds where it takes place as usual, and now we have 3 final rounds where we have safety car and commentators and everything. And this is the first finale out of 3 finales. And yeah, we have an insanely close championship fight. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Oh, here we go. Hang on. Looks like a pretty... Yeah, here we go. Yeah,
title contenders are Raf, Pim, and Devil Sound. Maybe even Ritz.
Ritz has got 2 did not finishes, so I do not think he's gonna make it here.
2 drivers already launched, started their lap. We'll see what Raf can do. He's also just commentated as well as Devil Sound. Raf hasn't practiced much, but he's a quick driver. I'm assuming Pim is gonna dominate the race again, but with the safety car being here, we really don't know what's gonna happen. And with 2 safety cars being here, surely we're not gonna be hindered to use the safety car after a DC on the Super Formula event.
Yeah, it's not been great, has it? What should also be noted for this race is that the ballast between the drivers is much, much closer than in the AM drivers.
Oh yeah, let me just tell you.
I believe it's Pim is on 3%.
Pim with 3%. He's previously been in like 5 or 6%, I think, in the main season. And now he's just at 3%, so he even won with such high loads, and now he's just at 3%, I mean, come on.
We don't know.
But yeah, and then we have Raf and Ritz who have 2%. Surprisingly, no ballast for Devil Sound, because he's right on the average class position.
And don't forget, Brood did not finish one of the races. Either that or he finished 10th. So we don't know what he's going to be doing right now. Hello, stream watchers.
I think he'll be going for a very good comeback here in the finales.
We'll see what's going on here. So, as we come up to the end of the first flying qualifying lap, we can see Raf is a little sideways in that chicane there. You have to really tell away. There he goes, just a little bit wide. So goes Brood, and does MLS in third place just there. So let's turn around.
Okay,
let's turn
let
around
me tell you the times.
Last corner as we watch Raf come across into the final straight. Well, he isn't straight.
Pim has not improved on Raf's Sector 1, however, he did improve by 3/10 in Sector 2.
This could be pretty close, so here we go. Let's watch these first drivers come across the line. First of all, Raf with a 1 minute 59.4. Then we've got Brood with a 1:59.9. MLS 1:59.7. He moves up into second place. Jabal 30 thousandths of a second.
Wow.
Ahead of Brood with a 1:59.927. Cameron, 1.7 seconds down in fourth. Pim, he's really going to start putting the hammer down now. He's really going to have to start putting the hammer down now.
Just one shot, Pim.
Yep, just one shot left for that. Ritz moves up into second place, only 1/10 behind Raf there with a 1:59.5. He's right at the back of the grid, so don't count him out just yet. Don't forget,
the top 5.
Indeed, especially since Ritz does not have any ballast, so we could have a much closer qualifying session than we first thought.
Nor does MLS or Vev.
Yeah, exactly. So let's move back up to the front of the grid. We can see Raf leading. Brood is going to try and... I think Brood is going to try and stick in Raf's slipstream here. Raf obviously is going to try and extend his lead. He's drifting a little bit into that top tight left-hand corner. MLS also dealing with that loss of traction.
I do not think that Raf is going to be improving this lap time. He's already half second off his best time in the first sector alone.
I've just seen him. He's
not even improving.
He's now 7/10. Yeah, Raf is now
Ritz
off.
Is though.
Ritz is.
The driver who's improving most is Devilstown, who's already about 4/10 quicker in the second sector.
That's excellent. That could be very close. 4/10 quicker in the second sector could be very, very close. So let's watch Brood come across the line. Don't forget, don't count out Ritz as well. All three of those drivers have improved on their time, so we can have a much, much closer thing. Don't forget Pim as well.
This could be pole.
Here comes Brood coming across the line with a 1:59.7, putting him in provisional third place. So let's move on to MLS. He hasn't improved on his time. Jabal has not improved on his time. Here comes Cameron with a 2:01.1. Improving slightly, but not too much. Here comes Pim.
Pim only improves by 1 position. He's in 6th place behind Jappy.
What about Ritz? What about Ritz? Has he crossed the line with a 1:59.2? Ritz takes pole position here at Sardinia.
What? Just what? My only reaction is just what? Beating Raf by 2/10. What's going on with Ritz? Going from a low mid to a pure pro performance here.
Excellent
Probably
stuff
from all
from
the practice
Ritz.
he has done.
I see.
He's been doing a lot of practice, and he has been incredibly quick. Why is MLS?
No, MLS. Why?
MLS needs to get back on track.
We need to wait on him to get back.
Yeah, MLS needs to get back on track.
As long as he doesn't disconnect, it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah.
I will also watch the comments while we are in the waiting. So, your grid for this evening. So Ritz is that's not good. We might have some technical difficulties with MLS here. But for now, your grid is as follows. Ritz is on pole with Raf currently in second, just under 2/10 behind him. In third place, 2.5 tenths behind Raf, is Devil's Hound, with 1:59.7 being his lap time. Jabal takes fourth place with a 1:59.927. Then we've got Pim in fifth with a 1:59.959. And rounding out the back of the grid is Cameron 75 with a 2:01.163. It's a little bit slower than the rest of the grid, but considering he's pitched in for Lilium, it's still a valiant effort.
One thing I might want to add is the grid. Is that going to be separate grid? I can give
MLS crossed the line, so I think we can set the grid manually. However, you have to do it.
I reckon MLS.
I have the
I
grid
think
right here. I can tell you who it was where.
I can.
Yeah, I can tell you as well. We could just rewind in the stream.
I have it rewinded on the stream right now, so I can give you the rundown.
Let me just.
MLS was on 4th.
Yes, it was.
Oh, we have a Ritz fan here.
Hello, Ritz fan.
Let's go, Ritz.
Anyway, so what was it? Ritz was on pole.
Raph
was in second with Brood in P3. Then we had MLS in 4th place. In 5th place we had Jabble, and in 6th we had Pim.
And 7th is Kaz, and
7th
then the bottom
is Kaz, and then the last two are our 2 safety cars for this race.
Don't put Leo on pole, please.
Not putting Leo on pole.
Yeah, that will be the biggest mistake, to put a safety car in pole position.
I can watch what you're doing. Just don't.
Don't worry, I got him set up. Anyway.
Alright.
Let's get ready to race. The race has...
I'm asking if everyone's ready.
Yeah, just making sure about it.
Yep, making sure that I'm on track. Here you go.
Yeah, just make sure our safety cars are all on track, and we will get ready to roll.
Ritz engine damage, safety car out, Raph as well, everyone's got engine damage.
Oh, it's not gone well
safety
for us right now.
Out.
Safety car is out.
We all wish to the pro drivers good luck for the race. For the 23 laps for tonight.
Begin. Alright, so let's round out the grid one more time. Ritz is on pole, Raph second, Devil third, MLS fourth, Jabble fifth, Pim sixth, and running out the grid in 7th place is Cameron. Don't forget our 2 safety cars running out the back of the grid, just in case things get a little hasty.
Get your keyboard ready.
I don't have a keyboard.
Alright, lights are going on.
No, it's fine. We'll set things
5
up.
lights
So,
are on.
5 lights are on. And it's lights out and away we go! Raph getting a pretty good start ahead, just ahead of Ritz, holding on into 1st place as they head down the straight coming up into turn 1. Raph getting a very good start. He's side by side with Ritz right now. Devil's Hound also in the slipstream of Raph, so he could have a move on Ritz into turn 1 as they go into the braking zone. Ritz defending on the inside coming into turn 1. Little dicey, but still overall pretty clean between those drivers. We've got 2 lines of traffic right now, as the drivers now start to really form up into their position. So Raph leads after a very good start ahead of Ritz in 2nd place. Then we've got MLS in 3rd, going a little bit wide. There's Jabble going even wider, going into coming out of turn 4, I believe that is. As I head into the sharp left-hander going up the hill.
Nick, are you good?
We don't know that Jabble. Kaz, I just saw that Kaz just overtook Jabble. I think after Jabble had that really shaky move up the chicane there, he really lost all that time up on Kaz. So let's move back up the grid. Let's watch.
Nick, go to the other side. You're exposed to cars.
Let's watch him coming up into the top hairpin.
Cameron fighting, going for the overtake on Jabba.
Let's have a look here. Oh no, it's Jabble. No, if anything, it's Jabble making the overtake on Cameron. That's a very good move from Jabble, going around the outside of Kaz from that top hairpin. Very good move from him as he moves back up into 6th place. Still slightly lower than his qualifying position, but you know, anything can happen still.
Him being right on Lef's bumper, or he's going to go for the overtake here.
Pim's going to go for the overtake here into the final main corner of this track. He's stuck it right up the inside. Pim doing very well. He's moved up into 4th place, so
you're
still
even ghosting for some reason. So.
I don't know. So still a second behind the behind the top 3, and don't forget Brood is going to have the slipstream on this coming to turn 1. In fact, maybe not. Looking at the gap between Pim and Brood, it looks like Brood might actually be conserving a little bit of fuel.
I can feel the difference in horsepower here. The cars are really going quicker than the previous race.
Absolutely. Don't forget, these cars had 331 horsepower for this Pro class in comparison to the 293 for the AM class. I think the field is rather evenly spread out overall, I must admit. It's a bit less dicey than the AM race. But still,
when did Raf overtake Ritz?
At the start.
At the start, into turn 1.
He had a very good launch. Slightly off. So the main battle to watch right now is the battle for 4th place. So we've got Pim and Brood in contention for this position. Brood has stuck behind Pim since the start of that lap, and I think he's just trying to conserve fuel as he moves slightly towards the outside. Not sure if that was because of the line that he was taking, or he was maybe considering a move, but as of now he stays back in 5th place, still holding on behind Pim. I reckon Pim as well might be catching on to the strategy as well, because knowing Pim's pace, he really would be catching up to MLS, Ritz and Raf, and he would really be contending for the first place. They all go slightly wide at that turn there. No damage yet.
Kaz is on the wall, and he's got damage.
What damage has Kaz got?
Front and right.
Front and right. Not quite safety car.
No, we didn't call it in the M lobby. We're not going to call it here.
Not quite safety car.
Ritz is not giving that up to the first position. Yep, Ritz is right on Raf's bumper. He's in the slipstream. Let's see if he attempts an overtake.
Here he is as well with the fastest lap. Yeah, exactly. So let's watch Ritz now coming up into turn 1, braking slightly earlier than Raf. I don't think he's going to make the move just yet. Watch MLS in the background there. He's really starting to make up that time up behind
well, something happened to Devil Sound.
Let's have a look here.
He was just with Pim, and now he's even fighting with Jabba.
I wonder if Jabba was trying to make a move back there. So here comes Jabba.
Oh, I think he had a bad exit.
Potentially, here comes Jabba up the inside of Brood coming into the chicane. Brood holding it around the outside, which means he's going to have the inside for this next turn, forcing Jabba slightly wide, so very good defensive driving from him. Let's move back up a little bit. So,
and somehow MLS has now joined the battle for first.
Indeed, you can see the 3 drivers there coming out the back straight. I think the 3 drivers
are on fire or no. We might see a fastest lap here.
We don't know. He definitely had a much more aggressive turn 1, that's for certain. So we don't know if that's going to affect the apologies, the rest of the race for him. Just having a look at the fuel and tyre wear there. I think I just see Ritz on slightly higher fuel than Raf, so he might just be fuel saving a little bit. He's also got slightly better wear. I mean, it's only lap 3, but don't forget these differences are only going to be magnified as the race goes on. I think Ritz has definitely taken advantage of the slightly higher tyre wear, as he's now right back up Raf's trumpet, coming out onto the last straight into lap 4. And to back me up, I'm running out of stuff to say.
Yeah. It is good. Yeah, Pim being freed from death now, he's gonna catch up to the leading pack very soon.
Entirely.
Like, I can already see the gap going down between him and MLS, and we'll have a 4-way battle for first.
Kaz is boxed. Kaz is boxed, assuming to get rid of the damage. Yeah.
Oh, he's crashed again.
Oh, he must have hit his front bumper. It's very interesting.
Yeah, he's crashed the 3rd time.
But he just boxed again?
He's in the pits. He's in the pits now, so
it's very strange from him. So let's move back up to this main pack here. The gaps between those cars seem a little bit lower than they were initially, especially Ritz. He seems he's still right at the back of Raf. Yep, second time from Kaz. It's a bit.
Yeah, he got a 3rd type of damage there.
Still not quite safety car incident.
This is gonna be another insane battle for first here, as Pim is actually losing time to MLS.
Don't forget, the MLS is going to be in the slipstream of both Raf and Ritz, so he's going to lose a bit.
Indeed.
Yeah, of course he's going to. Here comes Raf defending Ritz. As he does that, Ritz slots in the gap between Raf and MLS, coming out of that hairpin.
You may add that on that corner, you can very well overtake around the outside. You can get a really good run. Definitely
very close here. I might have got a little bit of left.
Look at this corner.
You see that? Three drivers still holding on to that position, coming into the last main corner of this track. No one really thinking about moving. Actually, maybe so. Ritz, there's a little bit of contact there. Not enough for damage.
They're glued to each other.
But exactly, they're pretty much glued to each other. MLS right on the back of Ritz after he tried to make that move. He's definitely lost a little bit of time on the exit. And don't forget, with the more time that these three drivers lose, the more time Pim will gain on that group ahead.
Indeed.
It might be in the best interest of the three drivers to work together, considering the threat of Pim. See, Ritz is really starting to max out his car on that straight. I'm not sure. Oh, here comes Ritz on the inside of Raf. Braking very late. Can he hold on? Here comes Raf on the switchback. He holds his position. Not quite the move that Ritz was looking for there, and now he's under more of the attack of MLS as they head up towards the chicane. MLS, is he going to try and make the move here? No, he's thinking better of it.
When you're in this position in the middle, you can go very quickly from attacking the driver in front to having to defend to the car behind. If you just do one tiny mistake, you can get caught off guard. Happens really quickly. As Pim is now gaining indeed an MLS, but they're actually quicker than Pim, which is very surprising.
They're gaining, but they're quicker than him.
I would have expected Pim to be there by now. And I don't think on these cars, I might be wrong, but I don't think the slipstream is as strong because of the lack of downforce.
Kind of makes sense. See the gaps there. MLS tucking in behind Ritz. Still not looking for a move just yet. Let's have a look a little bit further down the grid. So we've now got... So obviously we all know the top three drivers are having a very good battle up the lead. Then we've got Brood... Well, obviously we all know where Pim is. Then we've got Brood in 5th. 2.1 seconds behind Pim. I reckon... I'm not quite sure what Brood's strategy is this race. He definitely has more fuel than the rest of the grid.
I get anxiety from seeing all these cars getting so close to the wall there.
This must be pretty close. And obviously don't forget Kaz running out the back of the grid. Valiant effort from him, obviously.
Yeah, Pim is surprisingly actually struggling. Maybe he's hiding something. We don't know. Because he's only got 1% more ballast than Ritz and Raf.
I think we might also be... oh my god, 8 stream watchers. Christ, what's going on here?
Wait, what?
We have 8 stream watchers this evening.
Hello,
here comes Ritz coming up the inside of Raf, coming into turn 1. The two side by side. Raf trying to hold it around the outside. Ritz on the inside. But Raf's going to have the inside for this next little bit of the chicane. So Ritz is just going to slot him behind. Still some frustrated moments from Ritz there. He still hasn't made the move on Raf quite yet. He must, like I said, he's going to be really frustrated. And don't forget MLS behind as well. I think he might just be biding his time.
You have to be so careful in this situation. Again, but one good move and you're ahead and you can go. But you know, with Raf, he would definitely also fight back. This is just insane.
Very, very close.
Something maybe to add, with the drivers running so close, someone like MLS or even Ritz just sticking behind in the slipstream, maybe saving fuel going down the straight. That could go a long way in the strategy.
However, Pim, I must contradict you because MLS is actually less fuel than Ritz.
I'm not saying they are doing that, I'm saying they could do that.
Yep, but it's unfortunately not the case.
Jesus Christ, we're getting stream watchers left and right here. This is insane. Thanks, guys.
10 stream watchers.
11.
Say hello in the chat, everyone.
Hello in the chat if you would like to get involved with this race. Not sure if we're going to do like a drive.
Keep a look on chat if there are any questions or so on.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Well,
we're not quite F1, but we could do a driver of the day. We'll see what's up with this.
I mean, we do interviews.
Of course we do interviews. We can do driver of the day as well. No biggie on that.
So, in the M race we've seen a one-stop mainly, and people actually struggling to get the entire tank to last for the entire stint. And we've had people run out of fuel. So we'll see what's different here. I think people will... Maybe a two-stop will be better, because we have more laps, and with more power, you probably have also higher tire wear, because the car is difficult to drive, maybe.
Hey, Matty. Welcome.
Welcome
Some
to the stream.
people might be hoping... Oh, hey, Matty. Yeah,
reaction.
we might see one stop, we might see two stops, we might see people doing risk struts and hope for a safety car.
Oh, a little bit of lag.
But what's the difference between the other races we do, the endurance races and the lap races? Because the advantage is when they do a pit stop, when there's like 5 laps, they also can see the icon showing on the fuel to say, yeah, they only need to add that much fuel.
Just a little icon that tells you how much fuel you really need to put in, so you don't need to go big brain whilst you're racing and calculate how much fuel you need.
But there might be some people do still the undercut of the underfueling or even overfueling.
Here comes Rich trying to make a move around the outside.
Around the outside? No.
Is he maybe not? He might be coming for the cutback here.
Cutback?
Oh, it looks pretty close. Raf's still looking like he's going to hold his position here, but Rich still not out of the picture quite yet.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Not here.
Good boy.
Not here.
No, not good boy.
Not good boy. Here comes Rich, still holding on the outside. He's going to have the inside for this turn here. Still the two drivers side by side. Raf being forced slightly wide, but here comes Rich.
Absolute senna.
He's still going to hold. Rich is going to have the inside for the final corner, and that is a fantastic move from Rich to take the first position.
Smart though, because now on the straight, he's going to have another run on him.
Don't forget though. Looking at Ritz and Raf's tyre wears, Raf has less fuel and he's got worse tyre wear, which actually puts him in danger of MLS.
And again, they're actually gaining time by staying in this little pack, because Pim is now 3 seconds behind.
Exactly. Oh, third guy. What a move, says Daniel Gyro. That was a fantastic move, I must agree.
Please don't cause a safety car, Kaz.
That's the point. Please don't call safety car.
Jabba's got damage.
Jabba has a bit of damage, does he? Not quite enough for safety
front
car.
And right, so he probably hit the wall on that same corner. Ritz just attempted an insane move on.
Maybe in the edit we'll get a replay of that, because that was absolutely fantastic.
Asking how's the tyre wear for everyone.
Let's have a look at each other's tyre wear. So you can see Ritz's tyre wear is doing rather well considering it's on his 8th lap. Then we've got Raf on slightly worse front right tyre wear, and well, just slightly worse all around. You got MLS with roughly the same tyre wear as Ritz, if not slightly better actually. So don't quite him out of the picture just yet. Actually, we might.
Yeah, look at the battlefield first. That is incredible.
Yeah, here we go. Ritz going defensive into that turn. Raf might be thinking about doing a very similar move. Then we've also got
the reverse card.
Not quite yet. He hasn't made that cutback quite yet. We'll come back to that in just a moment. You got Pim in 4th place with actually pretty much worse tyre wear than the rest there. Then you've got Devil in 5th, who's probably got the best tyre wear out of everyone on the grid, but he hasn't got the lap times to back it up. Unfortunately, he can probably go another lap, but I'm not too sure on the strategies for everyone. Jabal in 6th with, again, not too bad tyre wear, but slightly worse fuel than the rest of the grid. And don't forget his worse suspension. And Kaz in 7th, who is pitted, is on pretty normal.
Go back to P1, because Raf is really on Ritz right now.
Yep, back on camera now. So Raf and MLS peeling off into the pits. Ritz is going to stay out for another lap.
Ooh, this is going to be a 2-stop race then.
They might be trying an undercut on Ritz, depending on how much fuel they've each got. It could either work out well for Ritz.
Unless Ritz is going for a 1-stop.
Potentially.
I could very well see it. I mean, you need to do 11 and 12. No.
Yeah, 11 and 12.
11 and 12. You can very well do it.
So Ritz has got to last 3 or 4 more laps on that fuel.
Yeah, look at that. We can do it. I mean, he's going to lose time to the others now, but having done one pit stop less.
I wouldn't be 100% sure, because I think Brood is slightly more prepared. Oh, welcome to the stream, Cat. I apologise for being in.
Yeah, they're prepared for this.
Let's have a look. Let's stop there. Let's just look a little bit further down the grid. So, Raf has taken that. Well, he's taken that sort of lead of that
first
pack.
Position.
I can't speak right now. I'm being a bit bleh right now. Pim's gained a little bit. Pim's gained a little bit of time on that group. About half a second on MLS comparatively to where we last saw him.
Might be a little scrap between Jabal and Kaz.
Could be. So don't forget Jabal had to stay in. Don't forget Jabal had to stay in the pit a bit longer because of the damage. But there could be a little bit of a race for 6th place going on here. We don't quite know just yet.
Marcel cheering for Ritz.
That's great.
I would as well if I was his teammate.
Just gonna have a look
I have
through
to
here.
try and say as unbiased as I can be at the moment.
Yep.
How is the Devil Hound's fuel consumption compared
They're
to
just
the
say
other
Devil
ones?
Hounds.
Devil Hound. Devil definitely has more fuel than Ritz. I don't. Looking by the.
He's got better tires. He's managing it.
He's definitely
So
managing
actually,
it.
you know what's
going
very
for a
interesting?
Oh, there's a little slidey from Rafa. Ritz is peeling off into the pits. So it is going to be a 2-stop race from Ritz. So really, the driver to watch right here is actually Brood, because we don't know if he's going to stay out for only 1 stop.
He is for sure. What's also very interesting is the
Maybe keep an eye out
difference
for where
in
Ritz
tunes.
comes out compared
You
to
can
Raf.
see, you can see how Ritz's tires on the front are more worn than Bev's, but on the rears, they're better than Bev's.
Hang on, let's see he's out here. Let's watch Ritz come out. Is he going to come out ahead quite comfortably? Don't forget the drivers behind do have the momentum advantage. So here comes Raf up the inside of Ritz into turn 1. The 2 drivers side by side. Ritz holding it around the outside. 2 drivers very close. Don't forget Ritz on slightly fresher tyres, but 2 drivers again still very much side by side.
Out of the pits and right side by side again. No time to rest.
Absolutely not. But still, looking at the gap to the leader, 17 seconds. Obviously, Brood is still yet to pit, but Ritz
is ahead.
Ritz is
He
just
did an
about.
overcut. He did the overcut.
He's only gone and done it as Ritz. Just about defending his position. Very close call.
Ritz, why couldn't you be like this in season 10?
That was a little bit of a. Wall barging that. I don't think it's quite over yet. Ritz playing very defensive. I think the wall barge on the exit gave Raf the better run as he overtakes slightly.
Slightly?
He's slightly ahead right now.
Oh yeah, they're side by side.
There's still 2 drivers still side by side. Ritz still holding the inside. Raf holding it around the outside in a very Ritz-esque move potentially, but he's only tucking in behind. Still watching there, Pim on the prowl in 5th place. He is, still 2.5 seconds, so he hasn't really gained anything, let's be honest here. But still. Ooh.
I'm just gonna ask the viewers real quick. Do you prefer...
Well, maybe not. Maybe.
Okay,
careful,
sorry.
Raf coming up the inside of Ritz. Coming out onto the last corner. I think Ritz might have got the better run there, but Raf is still ahead right now, so it's going to be quite close. Don't forget MLS is still in that picture. He might actually think about making a move as well, so he's tucking in behind Raf, who's just ahead here, so he definitely got the better run. I think the 2 drivers are fighting for slipstream. MLS does not have a gap to try and make a move in between those drivers just yet, but he has also overtaken Ritz. So here comes MLS coming up the inside of Raf, coming into turn 1. Oh, it's going to be pretty close here. MLS up the inside still.
Is he going for the double overtake all of a sudden?
So MLS really starting to make his move into the picture. So MLS, don't forget Ritz, he's now up the inside of MLS. Maybe not
they're
MLS,
doing
but
it 3 wide. They're doing it.
3 wide. No, don't forget Ritz is now up the inside of Raf. Or maybe not. He's tucked in behind. He's just thought better of it. Christ,
the 2 drivers, this is really helping at the moment, is Brood out in front, because it
finally, this gives Pim a chance to join this battle.
He's now 1.3 seconds behind, so this could really close the gaps here. This could be very, very close. Still 17 seconds off the lead.
What is the current lap they're on? Because I don't see it.
Lap 11 is the current lap.
All right.
So Brood would either be coming in this lap or next lap.
Yep,
So
he's very low on fuel. I don't know if he can even do a second lap. Maybe he can.
Then there's Underwolf. You wanted to say something, right? Before.
You mentioned something.
Anymore, but yes.
You're going to mention something to the
what did I
viewers.
want to say? I don't know.
You're going to mention something to the viewers.
Oh yeah. I wanted to ask you if you guys prefer if Arachon has the HUD of the drivers on or off. So, do you like it right now how it is that you can see the drivers' inputs and everything, or would you prefer that we turn it off? Because it's a bit, this is supposed to be a spectator thing.
Well, that's going slightly wide on that exit there. Oh, there goes Brood. He's now peeled off into the pits.
As he comes out, or when he comes out.
We need to watch that gap. Brood obviously is going to have to brim it.
Going to come out in the lead.
He came on 16, but he's gonna fuel to max because he's going for a one stop.
Yeah,
so he will jump back now.
Inputs are good, says Daniel. Alright, so Brood coming out behind the top 4. I'm not sure quite what he's doing here. Oh, yeah, he's definitely refueling.
He's refueling.
Yeah,
what do you think he's doing?
What do you think he's doing? So he comes out 10 seconds behind Pim.
This is still close between MLS and Raph.
I'll say that, maybe the entire top 3.
How close is Pim now?
Close is an understatement, Nick.
He is now 1.5 seconds, so I think they started to regain their form. Pim was...
yeah.
I don't know, actually.
It's when
Pim
they get too close that Pim starts gaining time.
Matty says leave it on.
Pim's just waiting on his moment to really attack. Just being the dark horse right now.
Pim on the prow.
Okay, people want the inputs left on. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. As they come up the back straight now, watching the 3 drivers. Still very much in the slipstream. Maybe 3 drivers are going to get Rasmus slightly wide.
Leo, are you even comfortable there? They do get quite close.
Oh, I was in that position in the AM race. It was fine. It was that you can get some really good shots.
Yeah,
from
but
there.
the pros go even further and aggressively into the curb.
I'm doing all fine here.
I don't think they'll be quite that bad. The only person I think who could be dealing with that is Pim, and I don't think he's going to go up that wide. Well, here comes Ritz, trying to make a move off of Raph, coming into the final corner. Here he comes up the inside. That's a very good move as he holds up into second place. Raph getting slightly squirrely on the exit. That's a very good move from Ritz. He's coming up into second place and right in the slipstream of MLS.
And also seeing that the cast lost a lot of time to Jabu.
Yeah, his tires are pretty dead.
Ah, okay.
It's because he pitted very early.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
As Ritz for his fastest lap, currently with a 1:59.4. MLS actually with a 1:59.4 of himself, but a 4:04 in comparison to Ritz's 4:39. He is now currently the fastest lap holder of the race.
Pim is 1/10 off the fastest lap.
Pim isn't that far either.
He probably just...
He just dropped to 2 minutes. I wonder if he's trying to... Don't forget, he has got the ballast, but then again, so does Raph, but slightly less.
It's insignificant in these cars, having 1% more or less.
We know now at this point.
Is it me or has Devil's Hound lost massive time to the cars ahead?
No, Nick, he's going for the one stop, so he refused to max.
It seemed like he came out quite close to them, and he's now a couple of seconds behind.
He doesn't come close to them.
He came out with about 10 seconds. It's dropped to about 15 now, but don't forget they had the other drivers had the momentum going into turn 1, so I didn't really take that into account.
Considering he pitted when he was 15 seconds ahead, and his pit stop time was like 30 seconds.
Yeah, no, it just seemed like he wasn't closer than what he is now. Yeah.
Still watching this battle here. Raph has now gone purple in Sector 2 by 10 thousandths of a second, so very, very close to 3 drivers. MLS has gone and hit the wall! No damage, surprisingly, but he's lost a heck of a lot of time there.
I was just gonna say, I don't want to promote crashes or anything, but some action would be nice right now. Oh, Pim getting extremely close to the wall there.
But that actually is going to put Pim... MLS is now closer to Pim than he is the front 2 drivers. So really, this could be Pim's big break right now. I say that, he's actually starting to lose time on the straight.
I think that's one thing Pim has been complaining about a bit, is the tune has gone his car. He just can't get it to work. As Raph goes for the lead.
Here comes Raph here.
Indeed.
Here comes Raph coming through. He's done a very good job overtaking Ritz there. I didn't catch that move, I must admit, but it definitely seems to have been a pretty clean one. As they come up towards the second chicane. Turn 4, turn 5. Doing well. Pim is now... I'm not sure what's going on here. Cameron has now gone into the pits. I assume that's for his final stop.
He's going to do a free stop.
Well,
I don't think he's going to do it in laps.
I don't think Kaz was going to be competitive this race, I must admit, considering he was pretty much a stand-in. for those drivers ahead.
He's been thrown into this race kind of last minute.
I mean, it's a valiant. Don't forget, it's a valiant effort, but by all means, it's done rather well.
Not too bad.
I'm just gonna keep watching.
Oh, that looks close between the top 3.
Cameron, this is painful. It is, mate.
I'm sure it is, but hang it on.
Keep going, mate. Keep going, mate. Any points is good points.
Never give up.
If I give up. Oh my god.
We really need Pim to join this battle now. And
you say that? Pim's just tapping the wall there. I think he's no damage, but I think he's really he's actually lost time on MLS. MLS has kept a relatively consistent gap to the top 2 drivers there, whereas Pim has actually dropped to now 2.3 seconds behind MLS.
I'm most surprised by how close this battle has been with 0 damage.
And for the longevity of it as well.
We've seen the Ritz pulling Senna moves without getting damage.
Definitely. That move up the inside ramp. Here comes Ritz playing defensively on MLS there. Still holding his position. Not doing too badly. I must admit.
I'm sorry, Raf, but I really have to root for Ritz now because this is his day. Like, he's even got the PS4 for the entire day today. He told us. Because usually, he's got brothers. He can barely come on, and today is just a good day for him. And this was just put the nail in the coffin if he won here.
Nick, I'm not sure if this is entirely relevant, but how close is the gap between Devil's Hound and Jabal?
As they just went past, it looked like it was closer than it was the previous lap. So I think
Jabal does look like he's gaining.
To save quite a bit of fuel, trying to make his Swan stop work.
He's 20 seconds off the lead.
20 seconds
off the lead. Don't forget the other drivers still have to pit.
Yeah. Yes, but I don't think
something happened to him. He lost a second and a half.
Does he have any damage?
Pim doesn't have damage. I think it's just his tune. He, like we said before, he was complaining about it. It just means he can't drive this car to its fullest potential. He goes very wide into that corner. He's very, very narrowly avoiding that wall.
Oh man!
He's going to have to box
Ritz goes for another overtake on that last corner. Takes Raf, but now they're side by side.
I think he might have got a better run actually.
They're both on the same ballast, so
that would be something to look out for. If Ritz sees he's quicker than Raf in that final corner, he might just wait it out until the final lap of the race to make it stick and take that win away from Raf.
Should also be noted that Ritz does have much better tyres and much more fuel.
I was just going to note it as well.
Oh, here comes MLS. They're going to go 3 wide into turn 1. Here comes MLS. Oh, it's going to be close. MLS is just going to... it's not close.
If he pulled that off, Oh man.
Still the 3 drivers, three drivers still resuming their original positions, but that would have been a pretty damn close move.
Ritz is now in first. He did the overcut. It's got better tires and fuel. I mean, can it get better in this? He will need to pit though.
Jinx it. Ooh, that gap between Devil Sound and Jappy is closing.
Yeah, 1.1 seconds is now the gap. In fact, it's actually dropping down to just a second.
Like I said,
much better tires.
I'm not sure if Jabal was
during the end of his stint.
I'm not sure.
He's saving them so they can use them later on, hoping he'll have enough
far more fuel.
Maybe it's the amount of fuel that he's got excessively.
Maybe.
I'm not sure if Brood realises, but I reckon it's actually better for his fuel to just keep his fuel mix at 1.
Annoying. Please don't.
Okay.
I think it might be. I think it might be better. Hang on, here we go. Raf's overtaken Ritz there. I think that might have been to that top corner there.
The engine.
Warming up the engine.
I do that every time they can pass. Don't worry.
I wonder
Raf is going for a final push before he enters the pits.
He's definitely going to. We're convinced he's going to box this lap, is he?
Oh, Tim. Tim looked like he was going very twitchy through that.
What do you think? What do you think is going to be the best move from Ritz here? We don't know quite yet.
Yeah, definitely. There's no point in if the overcut works so well for him, just
he's
do
got
it
more
again.
fuel. Don't forget, he's got more fuel. So
And
he's going to come
better
out. He's got, I mean, sure, better tyres, but if he boxes now, which he does,
He is boxing now.
he's going to come out ahead more. He's going to have more of a gap between those two drivers.
Each of the top 4
This
drivers
is
are
just-
in. This is now
Top
what I want to
4
see.
drivers are in.
Where does Devil Sound come out? Behind or ahead of the leading pack? If he comes out ahead of the leading pack,
He's gonna come ahead, I think.
We don't know
This
quite
looks
yet.
very close. The cars are refueling now.
yes, he will.
He will.
He's now got to
But
defend for
Jappy's
his
staying out as
life.
well. How is Jappy doing at the moment?
Oh no!
Jappy's gonna have to
they've
box.
Just come.
Jappy's going to have to
Yeah,
box, but really, the dark horse here, I think, is Brood. He isn't completely out of the running just from fuel. I reckon Brood could actually really start to pull some punches here. So I think we
Which
have
would be
even more,
unlikely.
we even
because,
have more of a dark
you know,
horse in Brood here.
You've got the top drivers on fresh tires behind him now.
Brood,
but
look at Brood's tyre
this
wear.
definitely put him. I think Jabul is being a really an
Annoying
inconvenience for
roadblock.
Devil Sound right now.
He did
This
just
is
make the
really
move.
not
He did
what
just make the move of him in
needs
turn
right now.
1. So this is actually, I think this is actually more. I think it's the opposite. I think Brood being in Jabul's slipstream is actually really helping him.
Are you sure about that?
Well, of course, Jabul's just overtaken
Maybe
him.
just-
He's going to box at the end of this lap, and Jabul's the much quicker driver right now. He's a much. So really, Brood can use this
I guess.
slipstream. Yeah, so Brood can use this slipstream to not only save fuel, but also keep at a similar pace.
Yeah, that's what he needs right now. He's got less fuel than the top pack, so he's probably saved fuel so far, but needs to keep doing it.
Maybe.
But
It's either that or he's
I
going to
don't know,
be
we'll see
pushing
what
his
happens.
stint now.
If
How many
Pim-
laps left?
if Pim
Lap
gains on
17 is
MLS,
current.
I don't know why
This
I
would
asked. I can just
be-
watch the stream. Sorry.
Yeah, I must.
so if Pim gets behind MLS,
Well, we don't know.
well,
MLS is
they're
actually
close
really.
up on Devil Sound. We're gonna have a 5-car battle for first place in a 7-car lobby.
Could be
Okay,
very, very
let's
good.
let it sink in.
This
That's
is
thinking.
incredible.
So, let's watch Jabul now. So he's going to start. He's definitely going to pull into the pits at the end of this lap.
How
so
are
that's
his
good.
tyres? Terrible.
I'm not too bad, not awful, but he's
Yeah,
going to pop
he's
into the
going
pits
in.
now. So really,
So this is
Brood is.
releasing Devil Sound.
This is now going to release Brood,
did
who is
not gain, though.
2.3 seconds ahead. He's actually
He's
he
got
actually got
6 laps to keep that.
he's got 18, 19, 20, 21, 20. Yeah, he's got 6
They
laps
keep fighting
to
here.
hold his lead.
Has got a little bit of room to breathe if they keep fighting like this.
He's also got less fuel, so Brood is really going to have to. He's in a really, really tight spot right now. It's the case of can he hold that gap, and can he defend? Is the other question. This is a relatively narrow track, so there is still definitely some room for it.
I mean, I think Ritz showed that there is enough room to pass someone on this track, no matter how tight it gets.
Oh,
So
absolutely!
that
That
should be-
absolutely incredible Senna-esque move on that top hairpin coming into Sector 3. That was fantastic. The gap actually between the following pack and Brood only dropping by the second. 1.5 seconds.
You mean only?
Well, it is. Well, you know what I mean. I wonder if it's actually Brood's going to be more in contention with Pim here. I mean, Pim's slightly further behind. I wouldn't be surprised if these 3 drivers do overtake.
Nick, why are you commentating on the stream when you are...
Because I want...
Because you want to fill the void in the chat.
There is a bit of a void in the chat, I must admit, guys.
Still 10 viewers though.
That's the bit there.
But I wouldn't stop watching the stream either at this point. Like, look at this battle right here.
I must admit, it's been pretty damn good here. So watching this drive, I can't speak now. So coming out onto lap 19, Brood currently leads this race on his one-stop strategy. So he's going to be very defensive here. Ritz in second, Raf in third, MLS in fourth. Then we've got Pim, 2.5 seconds behind in fifth. Then we got Jabul in sixth. And then rounding out the back of the grid, we've got Cameron. We'll call him last-minute Cameron at this current stage. But let's not dwell on this. Let's continue looking at the lead right now. So, the gap on the gap to Brood, only dropping again, 0.7 seconds now, so Brood's going to have to really start thinking about being very defensive here.
Where did Brood start, by the way?
I think he started...
4th or 5th?
I believe he started in 5th.
4th.
MLS started 4th.
So...
I can't remember where it was.
3rd.
Oh, Brood started 3rd, didn't he? I'm being
he didn't have a great start, I think. He didn't have great pace at the beginning,
no,
but
he dropped
now...
back quite a bit.
I think it was on purpose, because he was going for the one-stop and was just driving conservatively.
Alright, here we go now. So here's Brood playing really defensively here. So let's watch Ritz here. I wonder if he's going to try and make a very similar move as they go side by side into this top hairpin here. Ooh, very side. Ritz going very, very wide. It might be a slight tap there. Ritz is going very wide. A little bit of contact there. He's just going to drop down to 4th place.
They are good so lucky. No damage. No damage for any car.
No damage.
Ritz has dropped massively. Raf is now up into 2nd position.
There comes MLS up the inside of Raf, coming into this top bend.
Esteban still leads.
Brood is going to be very, very thankful for that. Here comes Ritz. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. I was thinking he was currently inside. He is actually coming up the inside of Raf. He's currently inside of Raf. And don't forget, all of this battling is actually going to bring Pim into this, so this could be even closer.
Oh my god. I didn't think of that.
And we might even... Oh my god. Let's watch coming into lap 20 of 23. Brood's got 4 more laps to just hold on desperately to his lead. Here comes Ritz at the inside of Raf. He might be playing very defensively, or he might actually be going for the move.
Deverson is just doing his thing while the others are probably so heated right now.
Well, here comes Ritz around the outside of Raf.
He's got more stamina right now, I'd say.
Oh my god, here comes... Raf staying ahead of Ritz, so Ritz is going to be on the inside here, but then Raf is going to be on the inside for the second half of this chicane. So, maybe not. Ritz has actually really made the move stick and is currently resuming his 3rd place. Pim's just hit the wall on the exit there. No damage, but... Ooh, losing a little bit of time.
Best sector 1 again.
He's actually improved his fastest lap even further, a 1:59.3. But he's now
Ritz
right
will have issues trying to beat that.
He's now right at the back of Devil once again. Looking at still looking at the tyre and fuel. MLS is definitely going to, considering the clear air behind, Devil not going quite defensive just yet. Is not the gap not quite as close as we might think, and that's actually going to be. I think that's going to benefit MLS in the long term, because if he's going to make his move on the final corner, he might have the advantage coming up the straight, especially if Brood plays defensive.
They're splitting 1.2 seconds between MLS and Ritz. MLS is being a beast right now.
MLS is absolutely running away with it.
As a Devil sound, I might add that we haven't had a single safety car period so far, and the grid is still this close.
MLS needs to get past Devil quick, says Matty.
In the wall,
indeed.
They are keeping it incredibly...
This is gonna be it.
This could be the move for MLS here. Is MLS coming up the inside of Brood, coming up to the line. Lap 21 of 23. 3 laps to go. Better to have a buffer to the pack, he says. So, here comes MLS up the inside of Brood into turn 1. Brood's going wide. Maybe going for a switchback. Oh, Brood going very sideways. don't forget looking behind. There's a little bit of a battle still going between Raf and Ritz. Raf's currently holding that position in 3rd place, but Brood has dropped down to 2nd as a result of MLS's overtake. And I think the gap between the fuels of the 2 drivers is actually slowly coming down. That's the met.
Pim is still staying there. I don't see him moving after 20 laps of the race.
He really hasn't come through. Nicely done, says Matty. Very indeed. I must agree with you. Never mind Brood here in 2nd. He's now going to be being attacked by Raf coming up to this top hairpin. I wonder if Raf's Devil really has to go defensive here. Having a look for this. Here comes Raf coming up the inside of Brood, coming into that hairpin. Brood is just giving away his position. I really don't understand his strategy here. He's now dropped down to third as a result.
I don't think he wants to make his tires worse than they already are.
I mean, I say that, but he really should be holding on to his position. I think.
Yeah, but he'll be overtaken 2 corners later. It's strategic because he might hold back Pim still.
Here comes Ritz. Oh, he's just tucking in behind Brood. I think he's still better for it, but he might actually be coming in for a switchback here. Not MLS. Ritz on the outside of Brood, coming into the final stretch of this lap. Yeah. He's in the slipstream of Raf. As here comes Ritz coming around the outside of Brood. Very, very wide, I must admit. Just holding on to the limits of grip.
Today with Ritz? I think I cursed him by saying how it would make his day to win. I just cursed him.
Yeah, here comes Ritz. He's playing defensively on Brood. I don't think Ritz needs to worry about Brood, considering he's got much better fuel and much better tyres.
Can you believe it? We get a final battle for the lead in the final 2 laps between MLS and Raf.
Here we go into the chicane. So, I don't know. Ritz could still... I wonder if Ritz could still be a part of this, but he has dropped out of the slipstream range. So, I do agree. It could still be a fight between the top 2 drivers here. I must admit, actually, Brood losing time is actually, once again, bringing Pim into it. So Pim's still got a chance for 4th place. We'll come back to that a bit later on, but let's watch this lead battle here between MLS and Raf. As they come up that back straight. MLS
with some damage.
Holding a very, very consistent line here. Kaz, I swear to God, if you get damage now and force out a safety car, you're going to die.
At this point, it wouldn't do anything. By the time he'd have caught up back to the grid, the race would be over, so...
We're not going to have safety cars right now, I don't think.
Thanks for having us, by the way.
No worries.
I was going to say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we couldn't deploy you today.
Well,
so,
sorry for having front row seats to this incredible fight.
Oh, Ritz going slightly wide on the exit there.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we got the VIP seats, but I guess it's... Yeah.
And of course, thanks for helping out with the commentary as well. That's been really good. So, here we go. This is it. The final lap of the GGRC Season 13 finale. Well, round 1 of the finales.
Yes.
Pure slammed into a wall trying to answer
round
the phone.
Round 1 of the finals.
Round 1 of the finals. Of course, so here we go.
That's what Kaz.
Final lap. Make or break time. So here comes... So MLS thinking about going defensive, but keeps his position, trying to keep his position
equal
on the
ground
track.
between Raf and MLS. Actually, MLS has got 2% less ballast.
Hang on a second. Pim has actually moved up into 3rd place. I'm not sure quite what happened here, but I've had Pim being a little bit of a dark horse.
Ritz is under pressure now.
Ritz is now under pressure from both Brood and... Well, Brood, I'm not sure if Brood's going to make it at the end of this lap, but it'd be great if he did.
Well, I'll keep you updated if Raf doesn't stand on. You can focus on that in the meantime.
Yeah, that's watching here. So we've got 2 main fights going on, but let's focus on the back grid. So here
on the final lap.
On the final lap here. So Ritz with...
Who needs full lobbies when you've got this?
Very close racing throughout. So Ritz with, I must admit, the better tune. He's got slightly more fuel.
Raf is going side by side.
Well, I say that. Oh, MLS getting a little bit squiggly here. So Raf, he's going to look at it. He's going to come around the outside. So Raf, he's gone around the outside.
He's doing it.
Oh, it's going to be close.
A bit wide.
MLS is going to resume that position. It's going to be damn close. Let's watch here. Ritz is making a move on Pim. Few more corners to go.
Ritz in 3rd.
Ritz has just made the move on Pim, coming up into the final sector of this race. It's going to be so tight.
Let's see what Ritz does.
Let's watch it. Here comes MS playing defensive into the final corner. Side by side. It's going to be close. It's going to be a cutback for us. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. It's going to be so close here.
Him into P3 fighting with Ritz.
We don't know.
It's almost side by side.
It's going to be close.
I think MLS is just going to about hold it.
Good finish. Yep, MLS is going to hold it. Oh my
MLS
God.
is going to hold it and take 1st place.
What is the gap? Give me the gap. That is
0.1.
Ritz is going to hold it against Pim for 3rd place.
Also 0.1. Even less than that. P3 after all of that. Oh,
that's very, very good.
Alright,
Pim,
you guys pull up to the grid.
almost
again.
devastated
I'm
in
driving.
4th place, and Brood takes 5th place.
Oh jeez,
Jabble
that's gonna be a race against the safety cars.
Race
I've
that
got
just
damage.
and finally, here comes Jabble across the line
Oh.
in 6th place
Kaz
as
is
he
in the
just
pits,
about
so-
runs out of fuel.
No, Kaz drove out.
What a race!
That was incredible.
We
I love
haven't
that.
screamed
Hello.
this much in a while.
Hello.
Hello. We'll
Oh,
do
great
race
fun.
interviews in a second. We're a bit exhausted right now.
A bit exhausted, and here I'm crossing the line, crossing the line now, the safety cars.
Oh god.
But
My
MLS,
heart.
but MLS
That was
is your
incredible.
race winner.
I mean, did you expect him to win? I mean, he was in the fight there for sure. Ritz was there, Raph was there, MLS sitting there in Ferret all the time, and then suddenly,
I mean,
then Dev coming at them with the alternative strategy, which worked actually quite well for him.
I could have actually pulled it off, but you see, on the first stint, I had the old TV turning off and 300 seconds come up. There was one where you can hear me on the headset go, "Oh, Jesus Christ." I went straight all along the wall.
Oh
and it,
no!
Now, I'm not saying I would have won without it, but that lost me maybe 3 or so seconds, and it really put me off for a little while. But I felt like, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try it, it'll be fun. And it worked really, really well. And that was a really fun race. These finals were a great idea.
I must admit,
Yeah.
Bruce. Why didn't you call? Oh yeah, Carl went to work, didn't he? I was going to say, why didn't Carl? Why didn't you call Carl in the room to click the OK button for you?
Well, the issue is I don't even have my TV remote, so I had to get up and put it on my TV from the wheel.
Can we get Raph to unleash whatever he's got in himself right now?
Oh god,
Yeah,
he's
just-
about a pure
I'll
be
let
like
them know
rap god.
about the interviews.
We're going to have Rap God.
We're
Raf
going to
God.
have a 1v1 race between
Raph
Ritz.
God.
Yeah, we're going to have Ritz versus Raf drag race of words. See,
Can you believe it? Like,
tell you what, I was really happy with my strat.
can you believe it? Like, 7 drivers, 5 driver battles for P1.
Yep.
I think this is going down as a GGRC classic.
There's Chapel saying I wasn't lapped. Well, congrats to him.
Unfortunately, one other thing I did that was a bit not okie dokie. I qualied really well for me, who sucks in quali usually, but I was a bit too forgiving on the starting laps. I wasn't necessarily slower than people, but I was letting people pass and I shouldn't have. Same as I could have done that strat better if I went, if I was a bit better on the first 11
Raph,
laps.
hold it for a second.
Hold it for a second as well.
Yeah.
That's fine. Before we conduct our next, before we conduct our next interview, I'm gonna ask the chat. Who do you think was driver of the day today? Who do you think really?
Ritz outside, on the outside. that
Ritz,
move,
up
I
until
mean,
the last 5 laps, I'm not sure what
so
happened there.
unfortunate for him. He was bossing it. What a
Yeah,
shame.
I would still say Ritz probably.
We'll see. We'll see what the
Ritz, you
chat
have an
thinks.
I
incredible
mean,
race.
we have
Let's
a
see what
Ritz
the
fan in
chat
the
says.
chat, so
Everything up
Yeah, it's fine. Anyway, let's continue from where we left off. Raph,
Yeah.
what happens?
I'm sorry, I need to catch my breath for a minute. Jesus. That was the. I'm actually still like fucking shaking. I'm still so shaking. The entire race, there was a point where I was actually getting annoyed because the entire race I was trying to tell Ritz and MLS like, work together, please, guys, let's work together.
you were working together.
Because
Pim wasn't
was-
gaining.
Because Pim was getting super close, and I was like, "Please, let's work together. Please, let's work together." But they kept overtaking each other. I was like, "Please, stop overtaking. Stop fighting. I want to work together. Let's get away from Pim. Let's just stay clear of Pim." And then somehow we did stay clear of Pim, even with fighting. And then don't even ask me what the fuck happened at the end, because that was just all. I've got the words. This is an insane race.
You could
My
put
heart-
an Eminem
my
song
heart
behind that,
was-
and it would sound correct.
My heart was pounding through my chest.
Commentator
That was
news. I'm
insane.
sorry, Pim. We were just uninteresting.
Oh,
Oh
I wanna
god.
see one now.
Oh my god. I don't actually want to stand up. because I think Molnettis are so weak right now. I'm actually, oh my god. Oh.
What was the gap between Ref and Pim coming into this race?
What do you mean
Points.
by quali?
Points, 12 points. I think it was 12 or 14.
At the
points.
moment,
I've
you are
closed it up
11
so
points.
much. I wanted this win so bad because I knew that would close up the gap so much.
Ender, could you add
I
Pim?
did. I just did.
The standings are out.
Well, where
That's
else
one
were you
of
doing,
the-
We're down
Kaz?
to Z now. That was pretty quick.
Wait,
Pim will join you.
110
Pim will come to you in a
points?
minute.
Something's not right.
Pim will come to you in a minute.
Maybe worse for...
We have a network error. Technical difficulties. I will be with the party in just a moment. I'm just gonna deal with that. Let me just deal with that. Apologise. Had a network error.
Time.
I was cozying up to them every single stint, and then
Yeah,
I just
and then you
couldn't
dropped
get
back
the
again.
Slipstream, but no, I didn't drop back. They had the slipstream train, so they could just chill in front of me, and I couldn't catch up because of the bad qualifying.
Yeah,
But
of course.
I was
there
catching
were...
up every single time, and at the end I caught up, but it was too late. Also, I'm on 1% more ballast than them.
Yeah,
Every
but
single time.
from what I've heard, our 1% isn't as significant to really say it's because of that.
Yeah, but it does
Pro
lose
replays
you
uploaded,
time.
by the
A
way.
bit, yeah.
I'm gonna save that. No, I can't save the race replay. Fuck.
I've already saved it, it's uploaded.
I'm
Don't
just
worry.
gonna save the
But yeah,
video
if
because
ballast
I was
wasn't
gonna say-
anything, then no.
Oh,
3
so
ballast
close.
would be
A
the
10.
same as 0, but it isn't. Every point matters, and it's going to lose me at least a 10th a lap, so it's not normal that I catch up to them that quickly, and I had basically no practice. I decided to go ice skating before the race. So I'm not too mad. I'm
To be
just
fair,
upset.
Pim, it is a
It was
podium.
very frustrating for me.
It is still a podium,
Yeah,
though,
I've
Pim,
been
so it's
there.
not too bad. for you.
Arachon, are you an idiot? It's not a podium.
It's
It's
not a
4th.
podium. You finished.
I thought you finished
No.
third.
Ritz jumped him on
Ritz
the
got
line.
it.
Oh,
at
of
the end.
course, I was being a bit of a noob. I apologise.
Still are. Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Now,
But no,
can
it
we...
wasn't due to my own fault. I had low practice, but I was on pace with the guys ahead. It was just they were in the slipstream, and I just couldn't get quite in it every single time.
Fair enough. Ritz, you can speak now. How do you think that went for you?
Yep.
What a move you pulled as well.
Yeah, that was start to finish. That was start to finish. not
Yeah, I
single
was
lap where I
rooting
had
for
fun.
you to win after you pulled off the overcut. You had better tires than them. You were pretty quick. You pulled some insane moves, like undescribable. Yeah, something happened there, but everything was all over the place by that point. What I found insane was you going for those moves around the outside on that penultimate corner. Like, come on, we've got heavy damage!
You underfueled.
Huh.
Gas goes stream.
Okay. We did, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
the commentators were literally comparing you to Ayrton Senna there.
That was a fantastic move. That
Yeah.
was an absolutely
The
fantastic
way you
move.
pulled it off, first the switchback coming out of the hairpin left, to then go side by side through that chicane and take the place, that was incredible. Well done on that
Yeah,
one. Really well done.
if we're doing a compilation video of of top 5 best moves or something, that would be in there.
That was an absolutely fantastic move. Fair enough.
Come at me with that shit again, like, why didn't you catch up to them?
Yeah, that was kind of a bad quote. Aracon's just not been on it. I think he's just tired from having.
No, that was Ender.
I didn't think
Arachon
I
said.
feel. He can't complain about being tired. I was commentating the race beforehand, and now I had this. How do you think I feel? I am
Mate,
dead.
I won the round before, and then I just stood in my car doing nothing. How do you think I
was
feel?
complaining about sitting and talking the race before when I went ice skating and fell
All right.
and my wrist hurts.
Yeah,
oh,
okay.
I'm so tired from commentating.
Oh, my wrist hurts.
Hey, Arachon, at least I have friends to go outside with. Thank you.
Hey, we can't go
we're
outside.
still streaming.
We can't go outside, man. Anyway, I must admit we're still streaming. We are getting a little bit off topic, so I think it's about time to wrap this up.
Oh god!
Don't do that.
Yeah, I think it's about, like I said, I think it's about time to wrap this up. So, thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you next week at... Where are we next week?
Laguna
Seca.
We'll see you next week
Sausage
at
curb track.
Well,
Laguna
hopefully
Seca.
the same amount of adrenaline.
Hopefully with the same amount of adrenaline. So, it's goodbye from me. Goodbye from Ender.
Goodbye, everyone.
And goodbye from everybody else.
Bye bye.
Goodbye, have a good night.
See you next time.